For better or for worse, Joker 2 is the talk of the town when it comes to the entertainment industry, because it cannot live up to the hype that the first film got, and also the box office is going to be nowhere near it. So while everybody is trying to analyze what exactly happened, where did things go wrong, and then trying to reach out to James Gunn, he himself washes his hands clean of this film, saying, "I had nothing to do with it," more or less implying it's terrible because they wouldn't take my advice. So just recently, we had James Gunn talk about how he's not involved with the films that the other guys are making. Essentially, he might pass notes to them, referencing Todd Phillips working on the Joker franchise and Matt Reeves working on the Batman franchise, but largely they can choose to follow what he says or ignore it. Now, this is similar to what we heard about Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel Studios and the Sony films. They send him every script and he gets to read it, and he gives them back notes. And as we found out, they never listened to it. And then we got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And if you guys read some of the notes for course correcting the first two films, there was a lot of great ideas that would have saved that franchise that they didn't follow up with, which is their own fault. So when it comes to Joker 2, James Gunn on social media, now that the film is out and it's bombing, was asked about how was he involved with it? Did he give them notes? Did he approve the script or anything like that? James Gunn simply replied with, "No, I had nothing to do with it," obviously distancing himself away from the film. And this came about because it's a DC Studios film. Now, DC Studios is a blanket sort of thing, right? It's just what the new company is called. It's like Marvel Studios. You know, it's that. But Marvel Studios could produce projects that aren't set in the MCU, and it's still a Marvel Studios project. So he wanted to clarify what happened here. And, it makes sense. His name is going to be brought up with it. It's like, "Oh, James, did you approve this? You saw this terrible script and you said, that's great, go make this?" He's saying no. He had no input on it. And we know that Todd Phillips was sort of given free reins to do what he wanted. What he wanted resulted in what we got. Whether you like it or not, that's up to you, but clearly it hasn't resonated with a majority of the fan base of the first film or everyday moviegoers. So there it is. Now we kind of know, and it makes me wonder just what exactly does James Gunn actually think of this film? I would love to know.